Hey everyone, how are you? Got a couple people waiting on me. So let's see what's going on. I'm just trying to pull myself together here and we'll get started. I hope you guys are all well. You survived the solar eclipse. I actually pulled off and did a little meditation while that was happening. The light was just amazing. Anyway, good times. We'll get started. All right, let me turn myself off here. All right. Hey, you guys, we're going to do a reading. I'm not sure for what, but let's do the collective energy first and see what the overall energy that we are all dealing with here. I feel as if it's the Five of Swords. So, yeah, we might be really standing up and trying to fight for what it is that we really need and what we believe in. And, you know, when we see the energy of the Five of Swords, and I'm just saying that because I just saw that come up as I was shuffling. You know, this is about us really standing up for what we believe. And sometimes what we have to do leaves people not feeling good about what's going on, you know. But, you know, we can't live our lives for other people. We have to live our lives for ourselves. And sometimes what we do is we give too much and then, you know, we're depleted and then we feel all weird, right? Let me just smudge everybody off here before I get going. Yeah, so anyway, the energy of the Five of Swords. What do we really believe in? What do we want to do? How do we want to move forward? You know, because what follows that is the Six of Swords. And, you know, I like to do tarot where I can follow, where I follow the energies that might come behind them, you know. So once we stand up for what we believe and we're not dealing with situations that deplete us, you know, because sometimes we get caught up in all of these different energies. Then we start moving towards a place that's more peaceful. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on the Five of Swords. But let's turn to the tarot and let's talk about all of you guys and see what the current energies look like for you, because this was a big weekend. And a lot has happened and things are changing and things are beginnings and things are ending and I don't know, just all kinds of stuff. But anyway, let's see what's going on for the energies, and we'll start with our Aries. We'll move through the zodiac, and if you guys stick around to the end, I will open it up for, you know, a question. If you have a question, we'll throw some tarot because that's what I love to do. So yeah, let's start there, all right? So let's look at the current energies for all of my Aries. And we'll just call it, you know, from now up until the weekend, you know, because I missed Monday. So, yeah, what are the current energies for this week for all of my Aries as a result of the energies of this solar eclipse? So now we're moving to a lunar eclipse, but it's going to be a partial one. So I always feel like the lunar eclipse starts to soften a little bit of the energies that we just dealt with. But let's see, Aries, what's going on with you? We're starting with you with the Five of Pentacles reversed. So see, again, here's a new beginning for you. When we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, Aries, this says that you are coming out of a place where, you know, you haven't felt like you've had enough. You know, and here we have Pentacles. Maybe you felt like you haven't had enough money. You know, you've been really dealing with, you know, issues of life, not feeling like you have enough of anything. But when we have this card coming up reversed, I feel as if you are finally moving into a place that's more in line with your needs and what you actually really need. Because, you know, a lot of times we don't give ourselves what we really need. And, you know, today's card that I pulled was the Hanged Man reverse. And I got to talk a little bit about that with you because of this Five of Pentacles. You know, a lot of times when, you know, we're in a place of lack, it's because maybe we've given too much of ourselves to a situation that doesn't want to happen. You know, maybe we put ourselves in a position, you know, where now we're playing more of the martyr, you know, and you've been doing all this sacrificing and you do this and you do that, and you never seem to come out ahead. But now I see with this Five of Pentacles, it's like, you know, I think you've taken a real good look. And I think you're now looking inside of yourself and you're saying, you know, I'm not going to play the victim anymore. I am going to get out of this place of not having what I need and move towards something that is more in line with the direction I want to go in. You know, and again, let's look at the card that follows this five. The card that follows this five is the Six of Pentacles. So I think you will see that as you start to get out of your head space and not having enough and really kind of see what your needs really are, you will start to receive the help. So a lot of you guys are going to start to feel a sense of freedom. You know, this is the Hierophant reversed. I mean, you come out of a place of lack and all of a sudden you feel free again. So good things are coming towards you, Aries, all right? You know, you just have to really embrace what it is that you really want to get behind. And then get behind it, because I feel as if you got everything going for you. And I love that you have the Hierophant reversed, because this really is being able to be the free spirit that you want to be, to do what it is that you want to do, the way you want to do it on your terms. So this is great energy for you, Aries, for this coming week. I just want to err on caution, though, all right? We do have the Knight of Swords, so there could be, you know, don't get too aggressive, all right? You know, pull back a little bit. You know, you're heading in a direction, you know, it's just like it's going to happen. All right. So you don't have to, you know, kind of put yourself out there to the point where, you know, people might be put off. All right. Because once an Aries gets in motion, man, you can't stop them. And sometimes it's hard for people to get out of your way. So I do feel like with this Knight of Swords, you are really in mode to just kind of push through whatever energies have held you back. Just do it with a little bit of compassion, so you just don't run everybody over, all right, in the process. All good things are coming towards you now. So I like this energy for you, Aries. Really nice. But in the meantime, watch your pennies. You know, don't go overboard. This is like a clean slate for you, Aries, so let's roll with that, right? All right, moving on. What's going on with my Taurus? Hey, everyone, how are you? Nice to see people popping into the chat. Like I said earlier at the very beginning, if you stick around to the end, or you can leave and then come back, you know, whatever you want to do is fine with me. But yeah, I'm happy to pull cards at the end of the reading for all of you guys if you have a question. And when you have a specific question, it's really easy to get an answer from the tarot. So yeah, if you want to do that, throw something in the chat and we'll kind of address that at the end of this reading, all right? All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for the current energies for you this week? All right, first card we have out here coming for you is the Magician reverse. So let's talk about it. Taurus, this is an energy of manipulation. This is an energy of control. This is an energy of trying to make something happen, you know, even though it may not be good. I don't like it when the Magician comes up reversed, because I feel as if it's a misuse of power. All right, so if there's something you are trying to manifest, let's manifest it. Let's not manipulate it into being manifested. And I feel like that's a really important message for you, Taurus. The next message I have coming up for you is the Eight of Swords. You know, so again, you know, when we're dealing with this energy of trying to make things happen and it doesn't, then we all get in our heads. So let's get out of our heads this week, because I do see a lot of stories playing out and you feeling as if you might be trapped in a situation. And you may be dealing with somebody who's being very manipulative with you. I mean, that could be the other energy here, Taurus. And you don't know what to do about this person who just seems to be very manipulative. I mean, I can't get away from this word, and you know, and that could be what you're dealing with. I mean, this could be an Aquarian who you're dealing with. You know who you're dealing with, all right? But I feel like, Taurus, this is really important for you to really see what's really in front of you, and if there is this energy of somebody trying to control you, that you not let them, because you are not as tied and bound as they want to believe you are, or make you believe that you are. So yeah, I think you can get out of a situation that you feel like you got all of a sudden, you know, into. It's almost like, you know, you wake up and all of a sudden you're dealing with something that, how did I get here? I feel that energy. And you might be dealing with somebody here. Here's this Knight of Pentacles coming up. The King, mind you, not the Knight. And I feel as if maybe this person is sitting back waiting for you to do all the work. And they're not going to do any of it. And they're going to reap all the rewards. So just be careful this week of anybody who is trying to use you, manipulate you, get you to do something that you don't want to do. Because that could be an energy here, you know, that this person wants you to do everything, or they want to get you to do something. And I just feel like, you know, don't let them get in your head, all right? Be careful of that, Taurus, this week, that somebody doesn't kind of start planting all these seeds that don't belong in your garden, right? So really, take heed of this warning here, you know, it's just like you can really get lost in these stories, and don't let somebody else manipulate you. All right, because that's a big theme for you this week. Don't let them do it. Page of Pentacles coming up reversed, the bottom of the deck. So I feel as if there could be somebody trying to get you to do something you just don't want to do, all right? Don't do it if you don't want to do it, all right? Nobody can tell us what we have to do, you know? So nobody has to tell you what to do. You'll do it if you want to, all right? But don't do anything you don't want to do, all right, Taurus? Because I feel like that's really going to come up this week. All right, let's move on to my Gemini. Gemini, what are you up to? I just got the sight of the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you guys might be really looking at your home. You know what I mean? Like home, you know, maybe redecorating. I get this sense of like you want to just make your home comfortable. So if maybe you let your house go, Gemini, and you haven't been staying on top of the housework, you might be thinking maybe it's time, So I do feel you really focusing in on your home, which is nice. You know, home is where the heart is. All right, Gemini, this week, what do we got for you? We have the Eight of Cups. Ooh, what is this about? Eight of Cups to the Five of Pentacles. All right, this is what I see here with these two cards. I feel like you have walked away from a situation that did not give you what you needed. All right, and I think you gave a lot of effort. You tried, you know, to really make something really work, or maybe you've done it so much that now you're over it, right? But I do feel as if you are finally walking away from whatever it is that you have been doing or you've been dealing with, because it really has not providing anything for you. I mean, here we have this Five of Pentacles. You're tired of not getting what you need out of whatever it is that you are choosing to walk away from, whether this is a person, an addiction, a job, a home place. I mean, you know, you fill in that blank. But I feel like, you know, you are really done, you know, with being left out or not having enough. And I think this week, you know, you start to see that you're going to pull yourself out of it. So that's really good for you, Gemini. Oh, it could be the Lovers here that you are walking away from. Because here we have, you know, the Cups and we have the Lovers coming up. And this is the card of Gemini. Hey, you guys, how are you? Hi, Celia. Hi, Nita. Nice to have you in the house. So yeah, Gemini, I feel as if you are really done, you know, dealing with someone, because now with this card of the Lovers, you know, I feel as if you made a decision and you said, you know, I am over this and I am walking away and I am finally going to be treated the way I should be treated. So I like this for you. The next two cards we have coming up, though, for you is the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I think you tried everything you could to make a situation work. And, you know, you were always, like, backed up into a corner and you were always put on the pressure. So, you know, I feel as if, you know, what you want, I mean, and surely we all want this. We all want this Ten of Pentacles, right? You know, but here's this Nine of Wands, but you don't want to be forced into any kind of a situation. You know, it's almost like, well, you know, you need to stay with me because I give you everything you want. Well, you know, maybe being handed everything we want isn't what we really want, right? So I feel like, you know, a lot of times, you know, whenever you go to make a decision to move away, they try to guilt trip you. Don't let anybody guilt trip you, all right? You know, you can find everything you want on your own. And I think you start to realize that if you want everything, you got to like let go of somebody who is not going to give that to you, right? So yeah, don't let anybody stop what it is that you want in life, all right? So yeah, this is really a good energy of you finding your strength and your power. All right, Nita, when I get done, I'll throw that question out. You're first in line, okay, Nita? Hi, Lindsay. How are you? I hope you're well. It's nice to have you guys all in here. Hi, Lalima. Hey, everyone. I hope you guys are well. I've been gone quite a bit. I've been, I don't know, all of a sudden I got really busy. And, you know, busy for me, when I leave my house, it's a journey. You have to pack a lunch because I'm not close to anything. So everything's a long drive. Yeah. Yeah, I won't forget you. All right, let's move on to my Cancers. Cancer. What's going on, Cancer? For the current energies of this week, all right? A lot of changes for everyone. I mean, really, that's what it feels like. I feel like everybody is like done, out with the old and in with the new. You know, this eclipse, I was telling a friend of mine, I said, I see it as like, you know, a blink of an eye. And when I closed my eye during the eclipse and it went dark, when I opened it, there was a whole brand new life in front of me. And I think a lot of us are starting to see that, you know, I'm going to walk away from this. This isn't working for me. I'm not going to eat ice cream anymore because I'm lactose intolerant. I can't do it anymore. I'm just not going to do it anymore. It's that kind of energy. It's about taking care of ourselves and leaving behind what doesn't work for us and really walking towards what does. You know, so this is a whole new chapter in all of our lives. Oh, thanks, Celia. You know, it's really funny. I've had so many people compliment me today. And, you know, I feel like a rag. I mean, I have been traveling. I was on the road yesterday. I drove from the top of Colorado all the way down through the Rocky Mountains, you know, back into New Mexico. So, yeah, I'm pretty worn, but I really wanted to come on today. I really did. You know, I keep getting this feeling that I have to come on more on live than just kind of do just a reading, because honestly, that gets really, really hard. Because, you know, it's like there's no exchange of energy, you know, when it's just me doing a reading into my phone. But anyway, I'm going to try to really start popping in here live because that keeps coming through in my mind. All right, let's see what's going on for my Cancers for this current energy. Your first card out is the Nine of Pentacles. Cancer, I have said this before. Be careful with your spending, all right? Just because you have money doesn't mean you have to go out and spend it. And when we have the Nine of Pentacles coming upside down, you know, this could be a real reevaluation of like, maybe I shouldn't just like go out and buy everything I want. You know, this is one of these energies that, you know, kind of comes up and you're like, oh, you know, I shouldn't have spent money over here. I shouldn't have done this. You know, so watch your money, all right? If anything, Cancer, why don't you just pay attention to your money? You know, because when the Nine of Pentacles comes up, you know, it's almost like, you know, we've got this income coming in and I can just spend money. But, you know, you can't, you know, because sometimes we don't realize that we've just spent all this money this week. And then you turn around and it's like, wow, that was a lot. So this card is really saying, keep your hands in your pockets, all right? Seven of Cups comes upside down. And again, I'm feeling this energy of like, you know, don't put yourself in a position where, you know, now you don't have any money and you have no options, all right? You know, because let's be honest, all right? There is no money tree growing right outside our door, okay? We wish, if we all could do that, listen, we would all have a money tree. We don't have it. So I feel as if, you know, you've got to be really careful that you don't exhaust all these resources that you have. Because the Six of Pentacles says that, you know, you could be left without. You know, and now you're shortchanged and this and that. So don't go spending your rent at the casino, all right? Don't do that. And don't go spending what could be your light bill, you know, on something, you know, that you really don't need. So this is really, this week, it's really wanting you to look at how you spend your money, what you spend your money on, and how you can maybe get a control of your finances. So that's what I see for you this week, Cancer. India. I want to go to India one day. I've always wanted to go to India. I find it very intriguing. So yeah, lots of India. How nice. Lots of love from India. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Leos. Leos. Man, I met a lot of Leos this weekend. What's going on with the Leos? Leos, this is your year to shine, Leo. So let's see what's going on with all of this energy that's happening. We got the World card. Look at that. All right, this is a card of really, you know, it's a completion, all right? We have reached the end of a cycle and you can just kick back, maybe go on vacation and enjoy yourself a little bit. You know, Leo, I see you, you know, just almost like throwing your hat up and saying, man, I'm done. Whatever it is, this is done, this is over. So some of you Leos may have completed something that was really important, that was really stressful, or some of you guys may have just ended a period. Maybe you just ended something in school, you passed your tests. I mean, this is an energy of completion when we have the World, and you're feeling really, really good about it. if you can, Leo, you know, it would be good for you to be around water, you know, because I feel like it could be very rejuvenating for you. Let's see what else we have. We have the Hierophant coming up right after it. So I feel as if you've ended this cycle and now you can move into a place that's more in line with you. And what I'm seeing with you, Leo, all right, we have you going to a yoga class, a meditation class. Here again, yoga, you know, so yoga might be big on your mind. Maybe some of you guys are thinking of maybe becoming a yoga instructor, doing that 200 yoga training thing or whatever. Maybe you want to be an instructor. But I do see you really finding some balance in your, I want to say spirituality, because these are very spiritual cards, the card of the Temperance as well as yoga, as the Hierophant, you know. So I feel as if you are really tapping in, you know, to your own spiritual needs. So very, very high vibration energy for you, Leo. And I think, you know, when you get more centered and grounded, because look, this girl, she's in tree pose. That's a very strong, solid, balanced energy. And I feel like that's what you want. You want to be very, very balanced, mind, body, spirit. And I think this week you start to really tap into that a little bit. And like I said, I do feel like some of you may be going, you know, to a class, you know, because when we see the Hierophant, this is a public kind of situation, you know. The Hierophant is the school of higher learning, you know, so it's like an institution. And I do feel like a lot of you guys may be like, you know, I'm going to start doing yoga and I'm going to clean up my diet and I'm going to live this really great free-spirited kind of life. I mean, I can just feel the energy and this lightness in you, just really tapping into your own personal needs this week. So good for you. And maybe some of you really are going to take a trip. You know, maybe you go to the beach or something and, you know, just kind of enjoy this new sense of freedom. Because I feel as if you've been carrying a lot, all right? There's been this heavy load that you've been dealing with. And now it's almost like it's over. Whatever it is, the heaviness of life, what you've been going through, that's now over and you can really move on. You know, because I feel as if there was this real need, you know, to quit being so, I don't know. So, you know, you did all the sacrificing and this and that in your life, you know, and it's just like, you're over it. You know, it's just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I got to take care of my own needs and I'm not going to carry all the weight anymore. And I'm going to let it all go and put this to an end and start over. And I really feel as if, you know, you have been really guided, you know, to this place where, you know, you are more in line with your spirit. And I also feel like for you, Leo, some of you Leos may even, you know, meet somebody at this class or whatever it is that you are doing. So this is a great energy, Leo, this week, you know, because I feel like there's a big ending for you and a brand new beginning that's more in line with your needs, not other people's needs. So that's great. I like your reading, Leo. All right, let's move on to my Virgos. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for all of my Virgos out there? Really grateful to have you all in the house. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out when you hit that like button. So yeah, and I appreciate that. Because, you know, whenever my channel starts to lose subscribers, man, I go down. I mean, I'll go way down. You know, I'm like, oh man, you know, I just don't know how to get myself going here on YouTube. I mean, I try. And I keep thinking, oh, I got to do something more exciting. That's why I feel like I got to keep coming on live. Because it's more exciting to do this live than to just sit here real dry. Cecilia, are you a Leo? No, you're a Virgo. All right, let's see what's coming up for our Virgos. Bumdiz. Boy, that's a lot of flags. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Virgos. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Virgo. What's going on, Virgo? First card out for you is the Four of Swords. So, Cecilia, you need to get some rest, all right? All right. When I have the Four of Swords coming upside down, I feel like there's very unsettled energy. And something may have recently happened that is really bothering you and it's keeping you from sleeping at night. So I really feel like if you feel worn out and you're run down, get some rest, all right? Because worry, stress, anxiety. It's not going to help you by worrying, all right? So here, Four of Swords reverse. Let's get some good sleep. Let's do what we have to do. Maybe take a nice hot bath before you crawl into bed. You know, do something that makes you fall asleep. Whatever it takes, you know. Me, I'm a big fan of lavender on the bottom of your feet. It really, and it helps bring dreams up. But I really feel like you've got to take care of yourself and get some good rest this week. And the next card we have, yeah, look, for your strength. All right, get some rest because I feel like something's coming, all right? And you're going to need your strength because I do feel like there is something looming behind you that you know that you're going to have to handle. So when we have the strength card coming out, this is really about you, you know, finding what you need to do in order to avoid a situation that could potentially be trouble. You know, because here I see you having somebody eat out of your hand, you know, and trying to keep whatever trouble it is behind you. So yeah, this unsettled energy, again, I want to really kind of encourage you all, you know, to really see what it is that you are trying to hang on to or let go of, because that Four of Swords energy, you know, this is hurt. This is something that really kind of doesn't make you feel good. And now you've got to really find the strength, the courage that it's going to take to move forward. And, you know, I mean, if you haven't been feeling well, you got to do what you got to do to gain your strength, right? And then we have the High Priestess. Intuitively, you know that there is a situation coming. See, I keep feeling like there's something coming your way, Virgo. And, you know, you are trying real hard to keep it at bay. But, you know, I got to tell you, I keep feeling like you've got to be ready, all right? Because I feel like it's going to hit. And when it hits, I feel like you are going to be totally, you know, able to handle the situation. But there is something, Cecilia, coming. I don't know what it is, but it really is coming. All right, moving on. Let's see what's going on for our Libras. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. What's going on for all of my Libras at this time? Hi, Tammy. How are you? We have people coming in the house. This is great. I hope you're well, Tammy. Nita's in line first, but, you know, if you have a question, or any of you guys have a question, put it in the chat, and when I finish the reading, we'll go back and we'll start at the beginning and we'll just kind of answer some questions. I am great. It is really nice out. It is 78 degrees here where I am. So yeah, I'm enjoying this nice fall weather. All right, Libra, happy birthday. We're coming to the end of your season. Look what we got here. We have the Knight of Wands coming up for you, Libra. So when we have the Knight of Wands, this is about, you know, let's go out and have some fun. you know, a Knight of Wands loves to have fun. They love to go wherever they gotta go, and they like to be the life of the party. But in this card, I just want to kind of notice that, you know, there's two characters in this card. Here we have a dragon, and over here we have the Knight of Wands who's keeping some distance. So it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, there's somebody in your sphere, Libra, who is kind of keeping away. You know, and they're kind of keeping their distance from you, or maybe you are keeping your distance from this Knight of Wands. So yeah, you don't have patience. You don't have time for, maybe you don't have time for this person, you know, because somebody who is always wanting to have fun and go do this and be the life of the party, then they're not being very serious and handling sense of responsibility. And I feel like you just don't have patience for this person. You know, so you could turn into the dragon, you know, and kind of really blow some hot air towards someone this week. So be careful, Libra, because I do feel like there could be something that does come up, because I feel like somebody tests your patience. And yeah, that could really kind of throw you. And, you know, this could be somebody who, you know, keeps showing back up in your life, and they keep showing back up in your life, you know, and you keep giving them a little bit of what they need. Well, they're never going to go away. All right. And I feel like if you have no more patience and you want to create some distance, then you have to quit giving them stuff. All right. Because I feel like, you know, you feed the monster that you want to go away. Thanks, Cecilia, for that $1.99. I'm really, really appreciative of that super chat. Thank you so much. Yes, Cecilia, after Nita, you can have a question, all right? So listen, Six of Pentacles. There is something I feel that you are doing that is blocking you, all right? You know, if you're doing something and it's almost as if, you know, you're going along and rather than you finding a solution, you find people to kind of help you out of situations, right? Be careful of that, Libra, all right? Because, you know, when you keep asking for other people, you know, to help you here and to help you there, you know, you've got to learn how to help yourself here. And I feel like there is a real strong need for you, Libra, to help yourself. And I don't know what that means, but that's what's coming through. It's like you have got to really not depend on these people because, you know, this, you have to help yourself. Maybe you are giving to this person, you know, when they show up, you give your time, you give your energy, you give them money. And, you know, and it's blocking your own light, you know, it's like, you know, you give to them first and then that leaves you with nothing. You know, so I think you have to find a little bit of balance and some boundaries. All right, Libra, really, I'm feeling that the boundaries could be really, really important for you because if not, there's going to become this undercurrent of resentment and anger towards someone. All right, and we don't want this anger and resentment to come on. So yeah, just be real careful that, you know, you don't start to develop these, you know how that gets, you know, you start fuming because this person now, once again, they're sleeping on the couch. And once again, you know, they came back to borrow money. And once again, but if you keep handing it to them, they're going to keep coming back. At some point, you have to say, I'm not going to do this anymore. So this Queen of Swords has the power to say, no, enough. I'm not going to do this. So I feel like you've got to really kind of own the position you are in and not be somebody who enables, because there is this little bit of enabling energy with somebody that you are dealing with, and that's just not good. You know, don't enable people. All right, let's see what's going on. I will pull a card for you, Cecilia, absolutely, and I'll pull one for Tammy as well. So far I've got Nita, you, and Tammy, right? You got to keep me in line because, you know, sometimes I get lost because there's all these messages. But I think though you three are going to be the first three for a tarot pull. All right? All right. Who's next? You're welcome, Tammy. All right. Let's see what's going on next for my Scorpios. What are you doing, Scorpio? For the current energies. Really appreciate you being a part of my channel. Nita Fatima. What a beautiful name. No, I'm happy to do this, people. I really am. All right, let's see what's going on for my Scorpio. Scorpio, your first card is the Ace of Pentacles coming upside down. All right, Scorpio. Oh, that wanted to flip over. So I feel as if there might have been some kind of a delay, maybe in beginning a new job or hearing about a new job or some kind of opportunity. The fact that the card wanted to flip out and bounce upside down to from reverse to right side up, I feel like, you know, it's about to come. So if you have been waiting, you know, and waiting, wondering when is this opportunity finally going to land in your lap, I feel like it's soon. And I feel like it's going to come quick. So I like that for you. Yeah, there we go. It's going to come quick. All right. So yeah, if things have been slow, hung up, you know, when are things finally going to move forward? It's going to happen here. And I think it's going to happen real fast and real soon. So I like that for you. Three of Wands. Again, you know, this energy of don't worry, Scorpio. It is coming in. Your ships are about to come in. So this is really good energy because I think you needed this. I think you need the encouragement that, you know, it's almost here. You know, you didn't give up. You hung in there, and now all of a sudden things are moving. I love that you have this Eight of Wands because this is, and this tornado, because it's like all of a sudden things start happening, and all of a sudden you see how good things are manifesting. Everything that you have put out there is now about to return to you, Scorpio. So I like that. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Swords coming upside down. I got to tell you, with this page coming upside down, there could be somebody who's kind of got their eye on you, maybe kind of keeping tabs on you, and you're not realizing it. But I also feel like there could be some news that came through that, you know, didn't make you real happy. But I feel as if, you know, sometimes, you know, we have to take the good with the bad. You know, maybe you waited for a long time for this to happen and people kind of discouraged you. I feel like, you know, now everything is turning around. And it's really time, you know, for things to turn around. Because I think you've been carrying a lot of responsibility, a lot of weight, you know, really trying to plug through, you know, and I'm going to keep going no matter what. I'm going to keep going. And it's all going to be worthwhile, because at the end of the road, we have this King of Pentacles. So when we have the King of Pentacles, this is about really, you know, being established in what it is you do, being established in your business, and being established in a direction that, you know, you've been wanting for a long time. So I really feel like, Scorpio, your ships are truly about to come in. And, you know, the heaviness and all of the stuff of the past recently, I just feel a lightness to your life and the pressure released. So, I mean, that's just really great for you, right? So good for you, Scorpio. La Lima, of course I will do a card pull for you. All right, so you will come after Tammy, right? I think that's the order. So listen, when it comes time, you guys have to remind me who's next, all right? So let's be honest. We're going to use the honor system and keep me honorable, okay? All right, let's see what's going on for all my Sagittarians. Sagittarians, what's going on for all my Saggies? Sagittarians, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, current energies, grateful, thankful for the messages. I'm really happy to see all you guys in the chat. It really makes me happy. Thank you for coming on. Look, Sag, we have love. It feels like the family energy right now with this card. You know, things are working. Things are working. Oh, maybe not. I might have spoke too fast. So here I see the energy of a family, right? Really, everything is really, really great. And then I see you also working, putting yourself out there, Sagittarius, right? You know, and maybe you're ready to really kind of get some feedback. Maybe, you know, before you actually really put yourself out there, you know, you call in some people and say, hey, would you check my work and make sure things are going good? Or you may even start working with other people. But I do see that these two, you know, your work is really providing for your family. And, you know, that's a wonderful feeling. But I'm a little concerned, Sagittarius, because I pulled the Sun card reversed. So even though it like appears that everything is going really well, and things are good, you can't complain, you know, the family's got a roof over their head, things are good, and, you know, we got money, we're working, there's something bothering you, all right? Sun card reversed. When we see the Sun card, and it comes up reversed, it says that on the outside, we are appearing like everything is really good and we are happy. But on the inside, it doesn't match, you know. There's something that you are not happy about. And I wonder whether or not you have to choose between a career and a family, Sagittarius. And in needing to make this decision, it's really pulling on you and it's really making it hard, you know, to kind of be optimistic, you know, for a good win-win for everyone. Because, you know, your career may be taking you off and keeping you away from your family. Or your family will keep you from really having a career. So there's something about that, Sagittarius, that's going on in your world. Three of Wands. And it's almost like you just don't know what to do. You know, because the Three of Wands, it's like, you know, like you really want to make something happen, but you really don't know what to do. And I really feel as if you're at a crossroads right now, Sagittarius, trying to make a decision about what direction you want to do. You know, so take the time, really take the time, you know, to really weigh out everything that you can do. Is there a way that you could have both? Is there a way that that's just not happy? Do you know, what is it that you really want, Sagittarius? Two of Cups. See, I feel like you're not really happy in your marriage. I think on the outside, it shows that, oh, look, that happily ever after. But, you know, I don't feel like this is what you really want. I don't think, you know, to be married to this person or to be married is really what's going to make you happy. You know, so this week, I feel like you have to really look at that, Sagittarius. What is it that needs to change so that you can be happy again? Because I feel like you haven't been very happy in your situation, and you feel torn, you know, and you don't want to, you know, go and one day abandon your family and just take off. And you don't want to give up this opportunity of what it is that you do, because you love to be, you know, that's you know, your work is who you are. So let's see what the bottom of the deck has to say. All right, the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. So again, you are at this crossroads. This card has come up reversed. And emotionally, I feel like you're just really confused as to what to do, because you want to move in another direction and you feel like you can't. And I think that's what's leaving you emotionally kind of unsettled. So this week, I think you really have to look at, what do you really want? Sagittarius, I mean, truly, this is your question. What do you want? Do you want to still be married, or do you want to go out and have a career? I mean, are you a kind of person who can be married? I mean, you're a Sagittarius. I mean, you love to be out and about and roaming, you know? So what is it? You know, and you're a deep person. I mean, you're the philosopher of the zodiac. So I feel like you have to take a real deep look, Sagittarius, this week at your choice and the direction you really want to move in. All right, so that's what we got for you. All right, moving on. Moving on, let's see what's going on for Capricorn. We're almost there. We're almost done with all of these readings. We got Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, and then I'll move on to all of you guys. All right, so stick around. We're almost there. And then I'll pull from another deck because we'll use some fresh energy. Oh my goodness, Capricorn, what is this? Three of Pentacles came flying out of the deck. Capricorn, I feel as if you are working hard. And there is something, maybe some of you are an artist, maybe some of you are very creative. But I feel as if, you know, in this card, in this deck particularly, this is the Everyday Witch Tarot, we see you standing there. You present your work, and I feel as if people are standing back and really giving you some positive criticism, you know? And I like positive criticism, you know, because, you know, it's good to be critiqued, and it's good for people to kind of give you feedback. What is hard is that constructive criticism, because it almost makes us feel like insulted. Like, how could you say that's not good? I worked so many hours on this, you know, but constructive criticism, when given, is really important, because I feel like you have asked a couple people to look at what it is you do because you honestly want feedback, you know, and if you want honest feedback, accept it, all right? And sometimes you gotta say, oh, maybe they're right. Maybe this isn't gonna work because I'm doing it this way. Maybe I should tweak it a little bit, you know? So constructive criticism keeps coming up, you know? Accept the criticism that people are giving to you and the feedback, because it's important, because people want you to succeed. I think they see your work and they see that it has a lot of value. And you may decide that you might want to start working with somebody. You have this great idea and you call in a couple people and say, hey man, would you want to get on board? I mean, we could team up together and we could make this happen. You know, so I see a lot of good energy for you in regards to your work and what you do. Five of Wands comes up reversed. Do not be afraid of what other people will say. I feel as if, you know, it's almost like I'm picking up the imposter syndrome. You are so afraid to come out and really do your work. And you know you're good. You know you're good at what you do, you know, but you are so afraid what people are going to say. Don't worry about it. You know that saying that they say, dance like nobody's watching? That's what you need to do, Capricorn. You need to just do you, all right? And do it like nobody's watching, because those people that are watching will be in awe, all right? So, yeah, really, you know, do what it is you need to do, Capricorn, because I feel like it will be very good for you. Get out of your head, all right? Again, I'm feeling that imposter syndrome. You know, there's this resistance that you have, Capricorn, all right? And, you know, you're a very successful sign. And there's no reason why you don't think you will succeed in what it is you are about to do. All right, because it is truly part of the Capricorn psyche. You know, you are good at business. You are good at relating. You are really good at making something grow into a bigger thing. You know, so take advantage of that. All right, so accept the constructive criticism. Don't worry about what other people are going to say about what it is you do. Just do it. All right, because that's where the success will be. All right, you've got this. And you're very good at what you got, all right? So moving on, let's turn to my Aquarians. Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, Aquarius. What's going on for all my Aquarians today? Maybe some of you guys are remembering, you know, some memories of the past might be filtering through. Let's see what's going on. I did see the Tower, so I feel as if something has come through and shifted the energy around you, and people are talking. So let's see what that's about. All right, first card out, Nine of Wands. All right, you know, don't feel like you're backed up into a corner. When we have the Nine of Wands, we're very guarded, you know, because you feel as if, you know, you've been down here before and you know what's coming. Don't feel as if you are backed up into a corner, all right? You know, it's like you have to defend yourself, yes, you know, but, you know, people shouldn't make you feel as if, you know, like I say, backed up into a corner. Anyway, Two of Swords. You're a little confused, all right? Because when we have the Nine of Wands, a lot of times this is about trying to make something happen, you know? And when we have the Two of Swords coming up, I feel as if you have been trying to make something happen and you're really confused as to why it's not happening. Well, you may have to look at it without rose-colored glasses, all right? Because when we have the Two of Swords, this is telling me that you're confused because you are choosing not to see all sides of a situation for you to make a good choice. Because you don't want to make the choice that you know you need to make. You know, because when you feel as if you are really backed up into a corner and the pressure is on you and you have no options, you know, that's when myself, I will really push back. And I think it's time for you to really push back. And you might, you know, there could be somebody around you who is really wanting you to, you know, do something that you don't want to do, all right? And again, if somebody is putting pressure on you, you know, to do something you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. All right. Just because they put pressure on you doesn't mean that you have to, you know, kind of go with that. You can push back. And I feel like Aquarius, this week you have got to push back. All right. So go for it. All right. Do not let somebody try to confuse you into doing something you don't want to do. Somebody else just had that. Was it Taurus? Taurus also had that. Maybe you should go back and listen to the Taurus reading. Three of Wands. All right. You know, I feel like also, Aquarius, there is somebody who is really wanting to be a part of your life. And I just feel like you don't want them in your life, right? Because I'm getting somebody really wants to kind of hook up with you or have something to do with you. And I feel like you don't want that either. So again, going back to like, there could be somebody really putting the pressure on to go, I want to go out with you. I want to go out with you. Will you go out with me? And, you know, you just don't want to and they won't let up. And, you know, you really don't want anything to do with this person. So if there is somebody like that around Aquarius, you know, see, again, manipulation. I just feel as if Aquarius, there is this real strong energy of, you know, people trying to put a lot of pressure on you to do something you don't really want to do. I mean, here you come out as the Magician reverse. It's like, you know, I know what I want, you know, you don't need to tell me what to do. I know what I want. And honestly, a lot of Aquarians do not like being told what to do. And I feel like you are no exception in this reading. So whatever it is, do not let somebody back you up into a corner and make you do something you don't want to do. And if somebody is really trying to put the pressure on you, you know, that's not right. You know, nobody should ever have to do something because, you know, somebody is forcing them. And I really feel that energy for you. You have got to stand up for what it is you really want. I mean, there could be somebody coming in really, I mean, I keep getting somebody wanting to flirt with you and, you know, they're just, look, this is the King of Wands reversed. You know what this guy's like? This is usually somebody who's already married, having, you know, trying to, you know, see how many people he can get to go out with. You know, I don't like the King of Wands because this is a lover boy, you know, who just wants to have a fling and an affair, but they don't really want a commitment. You know, so whatever this pressure is of this person, it is only for their own satisfaction and not for yours. So just keep that in mind in dealing with someone. All right. Moving on to my last sign, Pisces, and then we're going to open up the floor to all of you guys. And we're going to start one by one, and we're going to pull cards for you guys, all right? So let's see what's going on for the current energies of Pisces. Pisces, I see you flipping a coin. You're flipping a coin, trying to figure out what to do, all right? Well, you know, heads we go east, you know, tails we go west. So I feel like some of you guys are just trying to figure out what direction to go in. All right, let's see what's going on for all of my Pisces. All right, Pisces, first card out. You also have the Three of Pentacles coming out. So, yeah, this is about, ooh, I like it. You know, if you do something, you know, maybe it's a hobby or a craft. I mean, I'm getting something, you know, something very creative that you do. I feel as if it could really bring you a lot of money. So if there is, you know, just a talent or a gift, you know, maybe, you know, you're just really funny. You could become a stand-up comedian. You know, that could lend you some money. I just feel as if there is truly something you do that people would really support you, you know, and it's something, a gift that you have, a talent. And I think, you know, you see that maybe it could be something really good. So I see you thinking about maybe doing something a little off the wall, off the cuff, but it's something that you do and you do very well. I like this for you. The Sun card comes up reversed. So I feel as if you haven't been very happy lately, Pisces. I mean, you've been, you know, on the outside, maybe people don't even see that, you know, you're not as happy on the inside. But I feel as if this will really help you. All right, to really tap into something that you do well, and people like what you do. Because I think you need a little bit of validation, you know, that, you know, everything is okay and, you know, you're good too. You're as good as anybody else and, you know, you really want to be happy inside and out. And there's something keeping you from that. So let's see what that's about. The Moon card, there's something you're keeping hidden. All right, there's something you are not happy about, Pisces. I don't know what it is. You know, but boy, you are just not going to let anybody in. You know, so I think you may mask some of your feelings by diving into work, diving into, you know, your creative process, you know, in order to remove yourself from a place that has left you very, very low and dark. So I do feel as if, you know, these hidden emotions that you don't want people to see, you know, because these are hidden emotions. Because on the outside, people think you're okay, right? But on the inside, you're really not so much. Yeah, see, you've been hurt. Look how hurt you are. So, yeah, there is something, and there could be a third party. We have 2 3s coming up here, Pisces. So there may have been a situation, you know, between you and your person, and another person has come in. There's a third element that has gotten in the way between you and, you know, somebody who you were involved with. And now you're really feeling hurt. And this is why I see that, you know, the Sun card is reversed. You don't want people to know how hurt you really are. But you really are. Look, this is the Moon card. These are deep, deep, deep emotions that you have. But I feel like, you know, when the Moon card comes up, it's really important not to bury them. You know, if you're not really happy, you know, there are people you can talk to. I mean, there might be your best friend. There could be, you know, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, a therapist, somebody you can talk to, because it's just not healthy, Pisces, to hold in all these big emotions of pain and pretending that it's okay, because, you know, I don't want you to crack. So yeah, focus on your work, because I feel like you will find some joy where you are lacking. All right, Pisces, so big, big shifts for you. And, you know, I'm really sorry you feel so hurt, because I can feel the pain, you know, and you just don't want anybody to know, but I know. All right. So take care of yourself, Pisces. All right, you guys, let's turn the energies over to all of you guys, and let's start reading cards, all right? So, yeah, I got nothing to do today. I'm here. So, let's see what's going on. What deck should we use? I'm feeling like I might want to use the Light Seers Tarot. You're here and you're all ears. Okay, let's go back. All right, first up, we have Nita. I think you're first, right? Please tell about new love or ex-Taurus. Thanks. All right, let's see. I'm going to tell you this for starters, Nita, all right? An ex is an ex for a reason, all right? So keep that in mind when you're thinking about your Taurus ex. But let's see what's going on for you. Knock, knock, knock. Let me smudge the cards. Put a little bit more cedar on here. And let's start with a clean slate for us, huh? All right. Little smudge for you guys. And the cards. All right, you guys, let's see what's going on. All right, dear Tarot. Nita Fatima has a question, and we would like an answer. So if you can give us an answer in regards to a new love. Let's look at new love first, all right, Nita? And then we'll look at the ex. So, first card out for Nita Fatima will be about a new love. Can you tell us about a new love for Fatima? Yeah, I call you Fatima. Ooh, we got a few cards. Let's see. All right. Are you ready, Nita? Because this is what I've got for you. I have the Four of Cups coming up. All right. When we see the Four of Cups, I feel like you're a little bored. You know, wondering, gosh, when am I going to meet somebody? You know, that's the energy I get from this card. And what I do see coming in, I want you to be very careful, all right? Because I feel as if there is somebody who could come in who could really pull you up off your feet. But I would be very careful of their energy because I feel as if, you know, the Temperance to this Devil card, this is not a very solid, grounded person. All right. And if anything, I feel like this new person could be a little toxic. So I want you to be very guarded. All right. Because you've been down this road before and you don't want to go down a bad road again. So I feel as if this new person who could be coming in, and they could be, you know, I want to say either a Capricorn or a Sagittarius. They could be, you know, around that energy. And it doesn't have to be. They might have a lot of that in their chart. But I want you to be very, very cautious of this next person. Because I don't like their energy. But I feel as if they have that kind of, I don't know, that charisma. You know what I mean. That kind of energy that they can, you know, woo you into doing something. Oh, that might not be good. And they're not going to have a lot of patience either. You know, they're going to be very demanding. They're going to want things right now. And I don't feel like they're going to tolerate, how can I put this, Nita? The energy I get is like, you know, they don't really care about your emotions, all right? They care about their emotions, not so much yours. This is why I want you to be a little bit leery of this person. And if you look at this card, she's kind of looking sideways like, I'm not so sure you are really my wand and my flame. But I do see that they will get you out of this state of feeling bored. All right. So that's the new one that's coming in. Let me see what the bottom of the deck says. Two of Wands. Yeah, you know, this may not be the one that you want to really kind of move forward with. But it will bring a lot of excitement, Nita. So that would be good for you, right? Yeah, just be really careful, you know. Yeah, because I get this selfishness energy. Look, the Nine of Cups, I mean, this is not getting the wish you wanted. This is not the person you really want. You know, so be careful. All right, who's next? Oh, no, wait, we got to do your ex. All right, Nita, we got to figure out what's going on with your ex. Sun, Moon, Rising. Why don't we Sun, Moon, Rising? Nita. She needs to know what's going on with her ex. What's going on with her ex? Let's find out what's going on with her ex. What's going on with Nita Fatima's ex? Ooh. Okay. So, your ex. All right, first I want to tell you that you've got to let go of all these thoughts about him. You know, you've got to move on from him, Nita. You know, really. I know it's hard if you have a kid, but, you know, there is a disconnect where, you know, it's all about the kid and you start to disconnect from your own personal emotions from him. Because I feel as if there is a blurred line between the two. Now, he comes out as the Nine of Pentacles. And I like the Knight of Pentacles because I feel as if that's a very sober, grounded energy. And it's very Taurus. You know, but here we have the Four of Swords. You know, you've been hurt by this person. And there's been a lot of pain. And, you know, here we have this, you know, energy of you just kind of crawling up in your own little nest, you know, and kind of dealing with, you know, a lot of these emotions that you had with him. And, you know, I feel as if, you know, you are really much better off without him. Because here, the Nine of Cups, this is a card of a single person. This is a card of, yeah, really being happy in my own world. You know, if you guys were meant to be, you would be a Ten of Cups. But here you are, alone with this Nine of Cups. So even though you have you share a daughter with him, you know, you can really find a lot more happiness on your own than with him. Yeah, that's really good. He was never emotionally invested in you. Yeah, you know, when people are like that, look, again, the Nine of Cups, look how much better off you are on your own. Twice now, look, that card just flipped over. You know, this is about you really manifesting what you want, all right? And honestly, I see you are better off on your own than with him. So, you know, you made the right decision in whatever it is and you guys separating, because I feel like that was, you know, just not healthy for you. And really, you're better off on your own. All right, who's next? Let's see, let me go back. Let's see, we have Nita. Let's see, who is next? Cecilia, you're next. I'm really happy to have read a little bit for you, Nita. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Really enjoy yourself. All right, Cecilia, you are next. Could I please pull a card for you? Just general, Cecilia? Let's see. Just general? Yes, no, maybe? All right. I'm just going to pull a card and see what comes up. All right, dear Tarot, can you tell me, what does Cecilia need to know? Do you have a message for her? What is going on with Cecilia? What does Cecilia need to know? We are pulling a card for Cecilia. Ooh. Oh, look at this, Cecilia. Dun, da, 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 victory. You know, I feel as if you are being recognized and you are being acknowledged and you're feeling really good about it. This is the card of victory, of being the winner. And I feel like, you know, like you are really, I mean, you're happy about it. Maybe, Cecilia, you are one of these people who, you know, is on stage in some capacity, whether it's actually on stage because you do singing, dancing, or anything like that, or because, you know, you're a spokesperson. But I feel as if you are truly being recognized for who you are. I like that for you, Cecilia. I like that. Nine of Pentacles does come up for you, though, so you got to be careful with your money. All right, because whenever I see the Nine of Pentacles come upside down, I almost feel like you gotta, you know, put your hands in your pocket, all right? You may not need to spend money on everything that you want. So, you know, I just feel as if you've got to kind of, you know, maybe not buy the coffee at the coffee shop or go out to dinner so much and just kind of really stay, you know, within yourself. But Cecilia, you have really, really great cards and a lot of good energy. And I feel as if, you know, things are going to start to turn around for you. The fact that you are being recognized for what you do is really, really encouraging. So I love that for you. The last card I have for you, though, is the Temperance card coming up reversed. You know, you might have to have, there might be somebody around you who's not very tolerant. You know, maybe somebody criticizes you how you spend money, or somebody just kind of looks at you and says, you know, I can't believe you're doing that again. I just feel like there's somebody around you who is very short-tempered, you know, or very impatient. So just be aware of that person that's coming around. I got to pull one more card on him. Yeah, just stay focused on what you're doing, all right? Oh, I like this. I like this. Look what fell out. Cecilia, good things are happening for you. I feel like you're going to meet somebody. If you are single and are ready to mingle, I feel like you're going to meet somebody. I feel like you're going to meet somebody really, really good. Somebody who you really like. I like that. You're a teacher. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I feel like, you know, people see you. You know, you're probably a very good teacher. And I feel like you really enjoy your work. You know, because here I see you being very focused on what you do. Sometimes you may work too much, you know, so don't be afraid to, you know, go to bed or take a break. But I like this energy for you. Really, overall, Cecilia, I see a lot of good things. And I definitely feel like somebody's coming in, you know. And if you are connected and you know, you already with someone, I feel as if, you know, you're going to feel even a little closer to them. So when it comes to love, good things in love. Oh my gosh, Three of Cups. You know, gosh, oh my God, you have really great cards. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody very, very close coming in, and I think it's the kind of person that you could bring them home, you know, and introduce them to your family, and you just really be happy. I just see a very good love relationship for you, Cecilia. So I like that. All right, who's next? Who is next? Tammy, I think you are next, right? Am I right? Am I right? Tammy, I would like to know why L intentionally blocked my chakras. And can I clear this, or will I need help? Well, yes, you can clear your own chakras, all right? So let's start looking at what this energy is. You want to know why they intentionally blocked your chakras. I feel as if somebody just really blocked you, you know, because we shut ourselves down. But let's see, Tammy, what's coming up. All right, your cards we have. All right, look at the heartbreak. Here we have the Four of Swords reversed, and we have the Death card. You know, I feel like this situation needs to come to an end, you know, and the fact that they blocked you might be a favor and a blessing in disguise for you, because this needed to come to an end, all right? This Four of Swords, this unsettled energy you had with this person, I mean, it wasn't going anywhere, you know, and you were going to continue to be hurt by this person. It just was not working. Here we have the Three of Pentacles. I got to tell you, I feel like there was a third person involved in this scenario, Tammy. And I just think that, you know, it just was not going to work out. And you knew that it had to come to an end. But see how, you know, all of this energy here, you talk about your chakras being, you know, blocked. I feel like now they can really be unblocked, you know, and the energy opens up. All right, it opens up here to this vision here with the clear blue skies and the trees are growing. And I just feel as if, you know, this had to come to an end for a good reason, for your highest good. The Tower, yeah, again, it was like boom. All of a sudden, you know, things happened and there was this big shift. But, you know, when we have the Death card and then we have the Tower, it's just like this needed to come down because there was no stability in the first place. You know, so here we have the Five of Wands. Back to get out there. You know, I feel as if, you know, there's something much better for you out there. And, you know, and again, Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Look, it's coming up reversed. It was never going to work. Eight of Pentacles reversed. It was never going to. Oh, and then we have the Six of Wands. It was just not going to happen. All right, Tammy. You know, this is just where we're at. You know, this is, you know, they blocked you for their own selfish reasons. And, you know, can you clear this or will you need help? You can do this on your own. All right. Here, Seven of Pentacles. You can do this on your own. Do you see how, like, all these coins are in the ground? You know, you've got to root yourself. You've got to ground yourself. You know, spend some time out in nature. I saw that with that Death card. And, you know, we're in the forest. And, you know, it's really, really important for you to find your center. Because once you find your center, you can start to focus on your chakras one at a time. And here's what I believe happens when our chakras feel like they're blocked. Imagine that all these chakras we have, it's like there's a cord, all right? Like you would plug in, you know, a cord into the electric socket. So here you have all of these cords and all of our chakras, they're spinning, and our cord is floating out in the world looking to see who are we going to plug into. You need to take these cords, one cord at a time, and plug it back into your root chakra. Sit on that ground. Really feel your body connecting to the ground. Sit in a nice meditative position, you know, and then one by one, take these cords, these plugs that are floating out in the ethers, right? And one by one, plug that cord into your root chakra. And then take the sacral and plug that one into your sacral. All right, because that's your center. And do the same for your solar plexus, for your throat chakra, for your heart chakra. I mean, all of it. Just, you know, one at a time. Take those plugs and plug back into you. Because when all your plugs are centered, you are now a tree. And as a tree, your roots are dug deep into the ground, and then you can come out and you grow independently, you know, and you find yourself strong like that tree trunk. And then as you grow, the canopy of leaves, those are all the people within your life, you know, that you have relations with. But you are your solid person. Why? Because you are plugged into you. All right, so that's my suggestion for you unblocking your chakras. All right, quit plugging into everything else. Because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about turning inward. So that's what I feel you need to do. Thanks, Cecilia, for the 99. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. You're welcome, Tammy. Don't let anybody take your power. And don't give it away either. All right. Who is next? Do we have someone else? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. We have Cecilia. We have Tammy. We have Nita. Oh, wait. Lalima, you need a reading, right? Are you still out there? I hope you're still out there. All right, Lalima, could you pull a card 2 whenever you do get a chance? I have a chance, and you are up. All right, let's see. Career read for you. Have been preparing for an exam abroad, but presently confused between that or stay in my country. and start something here in my country, abroad or your country. You know, honestly, I feel like you got to go abroad, but let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Does Lalima need to stay where she is in her country, or should she go out of the country? What is it should she do in order for her career to take off? What is it that Lalima needs to do? Or should she stay? Let's see first if you should stay. Should you stay? Oh, this card wanted to come out. No, see, I was feeling you should go abroad. I feel like for you to stay, you wouldn't find the excitement. I mean, here we have the Four of Cups. You know, the Four of Cups is being, you know, not satisfied because, you know, the Three of Cups comes before and we had so much fun. It was really great. So this card coming up reverse tells me that, no, you shouldn't stay where you are. You should really, you know, set out for an adventure in your life. So I like that for you. Let's see what else we have. What should she do in regards to any other advice? Yeah, like I feel as if it would be very, very good for you to get out there and really, you know, shift. I want to say your environment. It's really important for you to move away, you know, from a place where you can really start to heal. And I feel like you will find a lot of healing if you do start somewhere else. You know, so I do see that you would have a lot of success. In whatever endeavor it is. I mean, I think you're going to be going up among a lot of competition, but I feel like it would bring life back into you. So yeah, I would say, you know, go abroad. You know, what is it that you really want? I mean, there really is a direction you want to go in. And I just keep feeling, you know, go for something big, all right? If you're going to make a shift and a change, then go ahead. You can't let other people, okay, again, you know, in the readings, you know, there was a lot of, that came up of, you know, a lot of manipulation, people wanting you to do something. Lalima, this is your life, all right? This is your life. This is not their life. You have got to live your life in the direction that you want to do. You know, a lot of times, when there's so much resistance from someone else keeping you from making a move that you really want to do, you know, it's because they're not making the changes, right? So it's just, it makes them uncomfortable that somebody's really going out of their comfort zones to do something. So I really want to encourage you truly, truly to follow your heart and your heart's desire. You know, we have one life to live on this earth at this time, right? And this is the life we are living. And it's really up to us, you know, to do what we are really wanting to do. And here, look, you're going to do very well on your own, you know? So, you know, don't let people hold you back from what you really want. I really feel like you have 2 9s. You know, so I feel like you're coming to an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And here, look at that. Everything you've ever wanted is really going to come to you if you start walking your road for you, not walking your road for your family. You know, just because they're your family doesn't mean that they really know what's in your heart. So you've got to really walk for you. All right, Lalima? So yeah, I'm going to encourage you to really follow the road that you want to go on, because there's no turning back, and you have the Wheel of Fortune coming up for you. So you're going to make a good move, all right? So don't let anybody kind of try to confuse you with that, all right? Good energy for you. It is time for us to stand in our own again. You just got to do it. Lalima, I'm telling you, you know, sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and take that step off of that cliff. You know, it's like you have this energy of the Fool, a brand new beginning. Do not be afraid to take a risk because your family is afraid. You know, I mean, if this is going to get you something really positive, and we see that. We see the Wheel of Fortune. We see the 9 of Pentacles. We see the 9 of Cups. This will be so good for your soul, Lalima. So, yeah, follow your heart, all right? And go against what anybody is trying to keep you from doing. Because in the end, they're going to be very, very proud of you. I can promise you that. You know, you follow your heart in the direction your intuition wants you to go. Regardless of what they say, they're going to turn around and they're going to be the biggest braggarts, you know. They're going to be like, oh my God, Lalima, she does this and she's like this and she's made a big way for herself. You know, that's what's going to end up happening. So, yeah, you know, that's their fears, not yours. All right. Anyone else out there? Is there anyone else out there? Grateful, thankful to each one of you, but I'm still here and there's still time to put a question in the chat. So if you have a question you want to ask the tarot, now is the time. Yeah, I wish you a lot of luck, Lalima. I'm really excited for you, you know, because I think this is just a journey of a lifetime, you know, and gosh, you know, you never want to look back and say, I wonder what would have happened if, you know, and I always wished I had taken that road, you know, never have any regrets in holding back from a dream that you really want to go after. I mean, truly, you know, I had to walk away from my family to do what I'm doing here. Yeah, you can ask a question in general apart from a read. I'm here. What do you want to ask? I am ready and willing to answer any questions. But yeah, you know, I walked away from my family because, you know, my family very Catholic and, you know, all of their energy, you know, was against tarot and, you know, and ever since I was young, my father, I mean, I was really, you know, a hard kid, you know, because I went against the grain and, you know, I was doing all kinds of things that he just didn't, he was freaking out over. But anyway, I followed my own heart and I'm glad I did. All right, so do it. Voidy, your ears are burning. Who's talking about you? All right, Lalima, how to understand difference between mind and intuition. Oh, okay. This is a good question. The difference between your intuition and your mind. Okay, your intuition, I'm going to tell you, your intuition is always going to give you a yes answer. You know, so our mind, so if we'll use an example, all right? So our mind is telling us that, oh my God, I can't make this change because this is going to happen. We go into this place of, you know, questioning everything that we do. Our intuition is instant, you know, and it feels good, you know, so it's like the difference between the mind and the intuition is how we feel. Our intuition always makes us feel good because we trust it. Our mind, not so much, because our minds like stories. So, you know, you have to really kind of enjoy, you know, kind of really tap into, you know, when you know that this is what you want to do, but your mind is telling you something else. Always go inside and say, test yourself. It's like, am I doing this the right way? And your intuition is going to tell you, yes, you are going in the right direction, you know, and if it's no, it's also going to tell you a no, but it's always going to be the truth. Your mind will play games with you. Your mind will feed fear. Your mind will fear the what ifs. Your mind will bring in, but in the past, you know, whereas your intuition is going to give you an instant answer. And I'm going to give you a little tip that I use. This is a little bit of kinesiology. So if you take your fingers, all right, and we can loop a hole, you know, so if you ask a yes or no question and you say, you know, I don't know whether or not I should buy this car. You put your fingers together, lock them like this, and if it kind of slips right out, that's an instant no, you know, but if you say, I think I need to eat a healthy meal for dinner tonight, your hands are going to lock in. I mean, go ahead and try it. You know, tell yourself something that you know isn't true, or something that you know there's a no answer to, and you'll feel that it's really amazing that, you know, your hands kind of slip right through each other. But if it's a solid yes, they lock. And it's almost like you have the okay. You know, that's how I always remember it. You have the okay. This is a yes, and this is a no. All right, so that's just a funny little kinesiology thing that I do a lot of times when I don't know whether it's my mind or my intuition. But I always know if I set off in a direction that goes against my intuition, I never feel good. I feel it in my stomach like, uh-oh, I shouldn't have done this. You know, that's your intuition saying, you shouldn't have done that, but now you're heading in that direction. What are we going to do? You know, so just these little things that you have to pay attention to, Lalima. All right, Tammy, was I a fun kid? I don't know if I was a fun kid. I did get into a lot of trouble. I ran away from home. Oh, I was a bad kid, I guess. I was really heavy into drugs and alcohol when I was young. I loved the party scene. You know, if there was somebody back in the day, I mean, I had my boyfriend back when I was in high school, he had a Firebird, you know, one of those Trans Ams, and had the big thing on the front. And I thought that was just the greatest thing, you know, but I look back now and I think, wow, man, I was crazy. I was a crazy young kid. So I think I was more crazy than fun. Anyway, anybody else have anything out there? Firebird, it was great. Do you remember those? I don't know if I'm dating myself, but you know, what is Smokey and the Bandit and the Trans Am. I mean, if this guy had a Trans Am, I wanted to get in it. And you know, I was the same way with motorcycles. You know, I lived in Flint, Michigan for a while, and I worked in the factories. And, you know, I worked a night shift and in the morning, and I would ride with the motorcycle gangs. And I remember one guy, he's like, I want you on the back of my bike because you look good, because you got the long hair and, you know, all of that. So a lot of times I just went along with the ride just to have a good time, get a good ride on a motorcycle, and just have some fun. But yeah, I was pretty crazy. Let's see, same generation. I am, you know, I'll be all honest, I'm 60 years old. I was born in 1962, so yeah, they consider me an elder around here now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I actually made it to this far in my life. But yeah, that's how old I am. You know, but yeah, the good old days is what I like to say, because things are so different now. I mean, we were wild and crazy. I mean, I grew up where we drank out of the hose. You know, we were always outside. Our parents never knew where I was, you know, like... You know, I'd be on the side of the mountain, you know, climbing a tree or something, getting into some trouble, or hanging around somewhere, smoking some dope and drinking some, you know, really bad. I remember drinking Rio Niti wine. Oh my God, you talk about a hangover. Yeah, isn't that funny, Tammy? Yeah, those really were the good old days. I mean, riding a bike with a helmet, I mean, nobody had a helmet, you know, you rode your bike, it didn't matter. Yeah, well, you know, I'm a Capricorn. So Capricorns, we kind of get younger as we get older, you know, but I always felt like, you know, I always looked like an old kid, you know, and everybody always thought I was older than I was when I was young. And now that I'm older, you know, people think I'm much younger than I am, you know, but I take it as a compliment. But yeah, I like the good old days. I don't know, things just seem a lot more complicated now. You know, I mean, it was nothing to just go outside and go downtown and, you know, go see a movie. I remember we had movie days, $1.50 for a movie. That's crazy, huh? But anyway, that's enough about me. That's who I am. But yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I really had some fun today. You know, and if there's no one else out there that wants to throw out any questions, how did I get into spirituality? That's a big question. You know, it's funny because I really do. Thank you, my friend made these. I really feel like, how did I get into my spirituality? A lot of it had to do with my health, honestly. When I was 18, I was diagnosed with precancerous cell, and I was really scared. My mom had just died of cancer, and now here I show up. I mean, there was a lot of fears that had come up in my life, and I think, you know, I turned to alcohol and drugs and running the wild life to not deal with what was really going on in my body. But by the time I was 32, you know, I had some tumors growing on my ovaries, and I was facing ovarian cancer. So as I was facing ovarian cancer, I had to find my way. And honestly, it was really hard. And it was not until recently that I realized, because I was married to a Native American man. And this all developed because it ended up being this wonderful Ojibwa man who helped me out of a really scary time in my life when I really thought I was going to die. And, you know, he put me in the sweat lodge, and I spent months with this man, and he taught me my ABCs of my spirituality road. But yeah, from that point on, you know, I really had to learn how to talk to God, because I spent most of my life so afraid that I was going to die, because I was faced with all these big illnesses, you know, and ovarian cancer is scary as a young girl, you know, and having seen my mom die, you know, I really had to find my faith, and I was blessed with this incredible journey, you know, that led me into the Native American community. They really have helped me out. They continue to help me out, and have taught me so much about life. You know, and here I am now, you know, I have a lot to share and a lot to offer. And, you know, I've been divorced, I've been married, I've been divorced, you know, I'll tell you a little bit, you know, I've suffered a lot of sexual abuse in my life. You know, just a lot of stuff, just ugly, ugly stuff that made me want to give up on life. I was very suicidal, you know, many parts of my life. I just didn't want to exist. And I would have visions, and, you know, twice Guadalupe has come to me. You know, so, you know, I just feel as if, you know, I work for spirit, you know, and, you know, spirit has guided me in everything I do. I am not a rich woman. I live a very humble life. I'm not about the material, although I love my home, you know, but, you know, I just get by with the most minimal, because for me, what really matters is really finding the joy in life. And I have searched my whole life to find out that what brings me joy is helping people. And this Ojibwa man, he had told me upon our depart, because he told me, I have to go to Santa Fe. It was time for me to go on now. So he had taught me what he had to teach me, you know, but in that teaching, you know, he really taught me how to live life. And that life is simple, and, you know, I complicate it. And, you know, the illnesses that I have, a lot of them, you know, were because I repressed a lot of my emotions, you know, and I held it in, and I didn't want to believe I was really sick, and I didn't want to believe that, you know, anything could really cure me, you know. So I walked a real road of faith. And I think as time goes on, I'll share some more of those stories, because there really have been some really incredible moments among these that, you know, really, they're really miraculous, you know. So I have seen miracles. A lot of people consider me being alive today a miracle, you know, that I made it after going through so much. But yeah, no, it's nothing to be sorry about, you know. And I have a lot of people right now who are dealing with cancer themselves. And, you know, when we are faced with some of these really big things that come up in life, it is truly a time for us to really ground in to our faith. And, you know, sometimes that's what it takes for us to really learn where we really believe and who we are spiritually. Yep, when the student is ready, the teacher will come, for sure, you know. You know, but we can never give up in life, you know. And listen, you know, I suffer from depression, you know, because of, you know, there's been so much darkness in my life, but there's been even more light in my life. And now, as I am now in my golden years, you know, I am just looking for the joy and the happiness in my life, you know. And when faced with these big things, you know, that's when we turn around and say, you know, this is truly a gift. And I'm going to embrace this gift of this illness that I have now and see how I can lift myself out and really open up, because, you know, there's a lot of angels walking among us, and most all of us are an angel upon this earth, you know. So there's a blessing in some of the hardships of our road. I had one man say in one of our ceremonies, because there was a man sitting next to me, and I had never met him before. He was a native man. He was from the Ute tribe in Colorado, and I knew his brother, and I didn't know that they were related, but he was in jail for 40 years for murder. He murdered his wife. And, you know, he shows up in this ceremony, and I find that I'm sitting next to him, and the man who was running the ceremony at one point asked him to help out and say a prayer for all of us. And he was really, really scared, and he kind of didn't want to kind of open up to this. But the man just kind of leaned over and said, people like you who go through something so difficult learn how to talk to God, and we want to hear how you do that. You know, so you know, that touched me so deeply, because I totally understand that, you know. And I spend a lot of time talking to God. I don't just say prayers, I talk to him. You know, God is my best friend, really, truly. he's what's got me here. So anyway, that's a little bit of my story. I'm just gonna kind of leave it there, you know, but I'll be happy to share, you know, as time goes on. Thank you, Aura. Aura, do you have a question? Because I'm here. I got my cards out. If you have a question, I'm happy to read for you. And if you don't, that's okay. Come back at another time. But yeah, it is an open floor right now, so I've got my tarot cards. But if there's nobody else and we are done, then I'm going to move on and I'll be back. All right. So, like I said, I have to do something different on my channel. I don't know what to do. And I feel like I had a dream the other night that I had to come on live, you know, and I was like, okay, I'll do a live. And then today I was driving again, you know, kind of catching up, you know, from being gone all weekend. I was like, you need to go on live. So yeah, I'm going to try to do this a lot more open and, you know, be a little bit more vulnerable and share with you some of my story, because I feel like I have a lot that I can do and share to help you guys, because I've been through an awful lot, you know, but that's for another day. All right, you guys, so I think we're going to end it here. I really appreciate you all. Have I ever been to jail? No, I have not been to jail. But I will tell you that I have spent time in jail talking to the lifers. So it's interesting, like nobody's off my radar, you know. This is back in New Jersey. I don't know if you guys know about, you know, New Jersey prisons. Where was it? It starts with an R. I want to say Rahway. The Rahway prison, that's what it was. I was in school. I was in high school, and they asked me whether or not I would be interested in meeting some lifers in prison and just kind of hearing a little bit about their stories. And I went, and it was really scary. Oh my God, you know, going in the door and opening the doors and then closing the doors and then going through another little hallway and opening the doors. I mean, it was scary and creepy, but it was one of the most enlightening times of my life. You know, I haven't forgotten it, you know, because it was really so profound. And I work with a lot of people who have come out of jail, you know, because, you know, I really deal with, you know, the down and out kind of grunge people that nobody will talk to. I will talk to them, you know, and a lot of people, you know, I mean, we make mistakes, we get thrown in jail, but, you know, no judgment here. You know, it's just like sometimes we need to be put in jail in order to find perspective. And sometimes, you know, there's nowhere else to go, you know, when you're in trouble. And, you know, it gives you time to really kind of sit with yourself, you know, and it's not an easy place, you know, because something got you in there that you did that, you know, you really have to look for. But anyway, the whole jail thing, you know, I know a lot of people that work with people in jails, you know, so I'm not disconnected from it, but no, I've never been in it. Please do this. It's working. Good. Oh, good. Oh, you love talking to me? All right, well, ask me another question. I'm an open book today. I made a decision that, you know, I'm not going to hide. You know, you guys know a little bit now. You know, if you want to know a little bit more about me, I can tell you I'm an artist. I love to paint. I don't know if you can see this cat painting back here, but that was my cat. I like to do a lot of large-scale paintings. Yeah, so I'm known around here in my community as a real painter, because that's what I do when I'm not doing tarot. I'm doing something creative. What do I like to do? Well, you know, my life is really simple. I'll tell you, this is a day in the life of Raven Blackstar. I wake up every morning and I go for a walk with my dog. I'll have a cup of coffee and I wait till the sun comes up. I have my little gratitude, you know, really, because I live in such a beautiful place, you know. And I'll go for a walk every morning out to the rim of the Rio Grande Gorge. And I sit down and just really grateful for the beauty that's all around me. And then I come back and I throw out my little tarot cards every day. And then, you know, I'll either work on a project that I have going. I spend a lot of time on an app where I do a lot of personal readings. I can't share the app because they don't like me sharing it on YouTube. But if you go out there and you look for something that might be the color purple in a big ocean, you might find me there, all right? And then I can do really personal readings for you. But I do spend a lot of time really just trying to help people get grounded and solid. But that's really all my life is. I don't have a TV. I don't have a radio. I have my telephone, I have my laptop. Everything I own is old, worn out, or broken. I'll tell you that. Yeah, so yeah, really what I like to do, I love to sit up in ceremony. I love every weekend, if I can, I like to go away and I sit up in a teepee. And I enjoy the community and the people that I, really practice my faith with, and that's really what I do in life. I help people and I paint and I do tarot. I mean, really, in a nutshell. And I try not to engage in I'm not a very political minded person, I'll tell you that. I do know what I believe and what I don't, but I don't like politics. I don't like to go there, because it's a complicated world I don't want to be in. I like my simple world. I live a very, very simple life. But basically, that's what I do. I live in New Mexico. You want me to post some of the paintings on my page? I'll show you. I think I'll turn my camera. I don't know. There's one way in the back. There's my little painting table. Let's see if I turn it a little bit. There's another painting I did. So there's 3. All of them are in process except for the cat. That one's done. But yeah, I love to paint. It kind of takes me in my own world. And I really, really believe in living a very simple life, a very humble life. Like I said, I don't have much. I'm a big thrifter. I love to go thrift shopping. I'm like the thrift queen. I buy clothes for the poor people and I stick it out in a bag. And, because when you're thrifting, I have this one thrift store. A lot of things go up for $1 and I find lots of really good sweaters, and there's a lot of poor people in my area. So, yeah, I buy these little sweaters. If it says merino wool, it goes into the bag. If it says 100% wool, it goes into the bag. Things that are really natural fibers, because I know they'll keep you a lot warmer. Yeah, so, I just do little things. It's one of those things, pray a lot, pray alone. Do random acts of kindness just to do them. Don't tell people you do these acts of kindness. Just do it. So many blessings come when we just kind of share kindness with other people. So that's what I like to do. Yeah, it's so simple, and a friend of mine taught me that, we were traveling or something, and we stopped in one of these thrift stores, because that's my thing, and, we'd be pulling things out, and I say, oh, this looks like Sherry, and she's like, well, you should buy it for her. If it looks like her, go ahead and get it. And I was like, I think I will, so I did, and I bought it, and I gave it to her, and so I just started doing that. And then, because I had lived such a I was living in a shack. I didn't have a bathroom. I didn't have electricity, didn't have solar, didn't have anything. And I remember what it felt like to be out there being really, really cold. And, the weather would come in and my socks were thin or they had holes on it, or I didn't have a heavy jacket. So now, I remember what it was like when I was poor, really, really poor. And, if I come across it, what's $1, right? What is $1 for a really good sweater for somebody who may wear that sweater all winter long? Because it's the one sweater that keeps them warm, so yeah, these random acts of kindness, it really makes a difference to you, because you feel good, and now people, they look for my bag. If a bag shows up, the woman in the white car shows up and throws a bag on the side of the road, grab that bag because there's some good stuff in it. Yeah, so that's really what I do in life. So yeah, my service is really to everyone. I was in my astrology chart. This is really interesting. In my astrology chart, my North Node is in the 8th house, the house of transformation, rebirth, the whole thing. And it is all the way at the 29th degree. So, I have really kind of gone through a big process when it comes to people. I have really seen humanity at its best and at its worst, and over the course of my evolution, being where I am now, I feel like I have put in this position to now help other people really find kindness, compassion, and really spread love in the world, because that's our highest vibration, and a lot of times we just get stuck, You know, so if I can help you get unstuck, I'm going to try to do that. Anyway, that's my life, you know, very simple and to the point. I don't do anything extravagant. You know, I don't know the last time I was in a mall. I don't know the last time I went to a theater and watched a movie. I don't really eat out at restaurants. Yeah, I just kind of live in my own little shell here, you know, and I have a lot of wonderful people that when I do go out of my shell, I enjoy. And you guys are some of it. You know, I have to tell you, one of my most favorite things to do is really to chit-chat with you guys. Because if not, I'm chit-chatting here with the dog and myself, you know, so this is great. Do I know how to open up a butterfly knife? Well, I don't know what a butterfly knife is. It's like a pocket knife. I mean, there's different knives. I mean, they all have their own little thing, but I don't know what a butterfly knife is, so I can't answer that. Yeah, no, don't know. Anyway, I'm going to check out, I think what I'm going to do now, you know, in my simple life. This is the second part of my day. I always go for a sunset walk. So I do a sunrise walk and a sunset walk. But if you can tell me what a butterfly knife is, or I could tell you whether or not I've opened one, you know. But other than that, no, I can't. Anyway, so that's enough of me for a day. I think we'll come back another day and you guys can see if you got some other questions for me. And again, I'd be happy to answer them. You know, I'm not going to hide anymore from who it is and what I do. How much is a reading? Well, CC, right now, if you want me to pull a card, I'll give you a card right now and it will be a free reading for you. You know, I do personal readings sometimes. If you do want a personal reading, I do it on a sliding scale. I never turn anyone down, you know, because I believe if you are reaching out for a reading, then what you need is some answers, you know. So I always work with people, you know. I never say no to anyone. Although I will tell you, I did say no to one guy who I read for his girlfriend. I picked up a lot of stuff on him in the reading for his girlfriend, and he was a little freaked out that I picked up so much stuff that he didn't think I would pick up on. Then he wanted a reading, and I just got a vision of him getting up and leaving the kitchen table really mad at what I was going to say. And he is the only person I have not read for, you know, because I knew he wasn't going to be open to what I had to say. All right, CC, what question do you have? And let's see what kind of answer we have for you. Oh, I have a card from another deck. All right, a butterfly knife is a knife that's like a sandwich, and the bread is the safety and the ham is the knife. That is so funny. I can't imagine anybody describing a knife as a sandwich. Anyway, all right. Will your SP reach out? What's an SP? Special person? I need to know what SP is, CC. Will your SP reach out? Special person. Will CC's special person reach out? Well, if he's special, he should, right? All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Will CC's special person reach out? Inquiring minds want to know, right? Let's see. All right, are you ready? Here comes your answer. Yes. But I feel as if you put yourself in a bubble, you know. They kind of reach out here, you know, and they're trying to, you know, penetrate your bubble. So, yeah, they're going to come out. Don't worry. They're your special person. They're reaching out, you know, but you've got to be open, a little bit more open when they do reach out, all right? Because I do see you kind of turning away, you know, and we see this wand poking your bubble here, you know. So if you really want them to reach out, reach back, all right, Cece? Yeah, because that's what you need. All right, Aura, will your crush become your friend? Ooh, let's see, because crushes are funny. All right, uh-oh, my phone. Let me plug in my phone here real quick because it wants to drop out. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. All right, sorry, my phone was dying there for a moment. All right, let's see. Aura wants to know if the crush is going to be her friend. Well, okay, so here's the question, or I'm going to ask you. If you have a crush, do you want them to be your friend, or do you want them to be your lover, or do you want them to be both? Right? So let's see. Will your crush become something more than a crush? How about that? You know, because I think that's better asked. So let's see. Will Aura's crush be more than a crush, or her friend, or both? Let's see. No. I don't see that happening here because we have the Magician coming up reverse. I just don't see this manifesting into anything, Aura. I am so sorry. But here's the thing about a crush. A crush is just that. You get crushed. You know, what you are looking for is something more than a crush. You don't want a crush. You want somebody who you can really love and they'll love you back. So this is not the person, all right? Just saying, Aura, it's not. It's not. All right? I wish it was a different way. But I got to be honest, when the cards come up, I really do. All right, anyone else? CC, haha, thank you. Yeah, right? You know, listen, I'm that way. You know, I have a lot of guys that are really interested in meeting me, and I kind of turn away and think, nah, I don't know. You know, because I think it's going to be somebody very special. And I do feel like somebody is coming, but, you know, I'll know it. Will your sis be nice to you? Let's hope so. All right, Aura, I'm going to answer this question. Let's find out if Aura's sister is going to be nice to her. Did something happen that made her not nice? Oh, let's see. What do the cards have to say for Aura? Is her sister going to be nice to her? My sisters are nice to me. Let's see. Is your sister going to be nice to you, Aura? Yes, look at that. You know, I think you're going to get a lot of support from your sister in the future. You know, I like that the victory card comes out because maybe you need to know that she's going to be all right. All right. So sometimes, you know, siblings, we are how we are with our siblings, right? But I think that everything's going to work out good. She'll be nice. She'll be nice. She'll be nice. And you know why she might be nice? Because here with this victory card, look. With this victory card here, she might turn out to be nice because she sees that, you know, you are somebody who's recognized and important. She's going to want to be nice to you. So that is good. So it's going to happen. It will happen. All right, CC, yeah, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go for my little walk tonight. Sending good blessings your way as I'm so grateful that I had such a great afternoon with you guys. So I will see you guys all here. I know not tomorrow because tomorrow I got to run down to Santa Fe. Got a lot to do tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday and maybe Friday. So yeah, I'll come back on because this is really fun. Will my sis and I become a singer? Well, I did see you on stage, Aura. So I saw one person on stage as a singer. Whether it'd be both of you guys, yeah, I think it could be both of you guys, but really I think it's only going to be one of you guys that will make it. Let's hope it's you, Aura, right? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, if that's what you really want, but I did see you on stage, you know, so that's good. Somebody's going to become special. And then I can say, I read for her. And then I'll write to you and I'll be like, can I have your autograph? I would love your autograph. Anyway, good luck with that, Aura, because I would love to see you become this really great singer. You know, that would be really, really wonderful. You was not on stage, so do you think that one person is going to be your sister and not you? Because I see somebody on stage. You know, that card had somebody on stage. Let me see if I can find it again. I'm going to show you that picture, Aura, because I want you to look at it. Really look at it. See, I mixed them all up. But I'm going to find it for you, right? Hold on. Let's see. Of course, you know, it's buried now. All these cards. But I want to show you, you know, because I don't know if you saw that and really paid attention to the image. You know, when you read tarot, the images are what really matter because that's where you really start to pull from your intuition. You know, all the cards have their own definition and their own meanings. But in order to gain more depth into any kind of reading you want to do is really look at the picture and what is the picture telling you. And this picture, here you are. I want you to see this. Look, Aura. This is somebody who is on stage and all the lights are shining on you. And here we have this victory wreath, you know, and there's all these people in the back. So there is somebody, whether it's you or your sister, will be on stage singing. So let's hope it's you, Aura, you know, because that would be really great if it was you. And if it's your sister, that's great too. And if it's both of you, it'd be even better, right? Because it'd be really nice to have sisters singing on stage. But yeah, it will happen. kind of looks like you? Really? Do you have long hair? Look at that picture. Really look at it. You know? I mean, this woman has long hair. I mean, do you wear those kind of clothes even? You know? But this I really feel is you, Aura. So, yeah, this is a good image for you. All right? Believe in your success and you will have it. You know, I heard something the other day. I want to share with this real quick. It came through my feed, and I can't give credit to it because I don't know where it came from. But this person mentioned that, you know, we can have confidence in our success or confidence in our failures. And I want you, Aura, to have confidence in your success, all right? Because that's what we want anyway. Oh, good. See, then it could be you. But I definitely see somebody on stage, Aura. So, yeah. Remember me when you get famous, all right? All right, you guys, I'm going to check out. Like I said, I'm going to go for my little walk. I'm going to walk the dog, and I'll be back because I really enjoyed this. And, yeah, let's do this again, all right? So until then, have a wonderful evening or a good day wherever you are in this world. And, yeah, just be kind, all right? Random acts of kindness really go far in life. All right, take care of yourselves, and I will see you. Oh, you're going to be here on Friday? Okay. I'm going to make sure I'm here on Friday then. All right, bye, you guys. See you later.